Greetings, shiny happy people. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. Paedophile hunters. I'll begin by stating very clearly that I abhor any kind of abuse of children, and those who abuse are utterly repulsive. I say this as a mother, a stepmother, a grandmother, an aunt, a rational human being, and as a survivor of childhood abuse. But paedophile hunters, well, there's a lot not right. Whilst I'd heard of these groups before, it wasn't until this week when a video appeared in my recommendations that I paid any real attention to the subject. I watched the video, and then a few more, and I was not particularly charmed by what I was seeing. Now, while many of the online predators being exposed are creepy, dirty old men, there appears also to be many who very clearly have a learning disability or mental health problems. Neither, of course, is any excuse to prey on children, but the fact of the matter is that these amateur sleuths in their chav casual gear do not have either the training or the experience of dealing with individuals with these issues. They clearly have no knowledge of or don't give a toss about the appropriate adult legislation which police forces adheres to when questioning a person with such issues. Quite frankly, I suspect it is the latter, and I've come to this conclusion because of the way the hunters live stream their confrontations on Facebook. They say the reason for doing this is everybody's protection, that is, if violence or such like occurs, then it is logged. But I just don't buy it. Live streams can still be done without a public free-for-all audience and still serve the same purpose. Additionally, live streaming serves no purpose in terms of arrest and conviction. The hunters could simply hand over the evidence they've gathered to the police without a live confrontation. But no, they need to have their social media moment of glory, their public power trip, with half an hour plus of bullying on live stream, with very little concern for the damage they may be doing to the families and neighbours of the predators. Indeed, damage to business may also occur, as I've seen a couple of the confrontations occur at places of work. Really not appropriate. In one video, the chief hunter, for want of a better description, tells the predator that he's going round to see the predator's elderly parents and also email them all the evidence. As I've just said, not giving a flying fuck about damage they may cause innocent parties. In another video, the hunters were hanging back from their confrontation in order to get more people viewing their live stream. I think this shows what motivates them very highly. These paedophile hunting groups use decoys to catch the online predators. These decoys are mostly adult women pretending to be kids. I heard many of these decoys in videos complaining about how the conversations they'd had with the predator had made them ill, physically sick even. But I found myself lacking in sympathy quite simply because what they do is a choice. It's not a job, like being a child protection social worker or an abuse counsellor. It's an unpaid hobby without regulation or training. They don't have to do it. I know this sounds harsh, but I just feel that if you're willingly going to get so deeply involved in something like this, don't moan about it, don't play the martyr. And you know, the hunters don't always get it right. There are a couple of videos on YouTube of groups confronting and accusing the wrong people, again on live streams, so there's no way back from these false accusations. In Northern Ireland earlier this year, a man was wrongly identified as a sexual predator and falsely accused of grooming. I think this one is taking legal action against the group, and if I do recall, there's talk of legislation within Northern Ireland banning these groups from doing what they do. So as I see it, this paedophile hunter group stuff is not just about safeguarding children, it's also about wanting to look like Billy Big Bollocks in front of an audience online. It's about views on social media, a little bit of fame and kudos. It's sad really, as if these groups were properly regulated, they could be a massive benefit to the police and to society. In an ideal world, there would be bigger government budgets to establish and run dedicated units within police forces, units big enough to deal with every case. Units that would be staffed by trained professionals who adhere to rules and regulations instead of attention-seeking Jeremy Kyle wannabes.
I'm going to give this audience a piece of evidence that absolutely will say everything about you as a disgusting human being. Back in a minute.
But then, in an ideal society, parents would also accept responsibility for the monitoring of their children's online lives. On one of the videos, the hunters told the predator that he hadn't been talking to a decoy, but to a real child, and that the child's mother had found out and contacted the pedo hunting group. I don't know about you, but it would have been the police I would have reported it to. But then, I'm not a social media addicted attention seeker. I know I'm not alone in my views on these matters, as there are plenty of comments of a similar nature under the videos I watched. Unfortunately, however, these comments are jumped on from a great height by the Hunter fans, name-calling and accusing anyone who dares to criticise a pedo lover. It's pretty pathetic. Just a quick ad to say there probably won't be a Sunday rant for a while, as I'm really busy right now. So until next time, have a great Sunday. Bye.